A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Thanks for joining us in honoring Martin Luther King Day. It's a very special presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And a moment to check out who the San Antonio Spurs have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Jaren Jackson and the Utah Jazz.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get, but I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
The starters for Utah. We've got Keontae George, Jackson out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's Bailey, and it's Markkanen in at the 3. And for San Antonio, we've got Devin Vassell, Wembanyama out there with Amin Thompson. Then there's Harper, and it's the Beast in at the point guard position. And the NBA always with a great slate of games on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They've done a great job making that a priority, Grant.
Yeah, they have, B.A. The whole world owes so much to the work of Dr. King. And the NBA has always made sure to honor him on his day.
Here's Harper. Pass to the Beast. Tipped. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Bailey. And a two-handed jam.
Strong finish by Bailey. Here's a guy who wants to slam it.
Here's the Beast. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Now George. And we're about a minute into the first. Pass to Markkanen. Now here's Jackson. Launches it. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist from Jackson.
Whatever the range is, Lauri Markkanen has it. He is such a sweet shooter.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Back over to you guys. Appreciate
the report, Allie. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. George sets a screen. Back to Markkanen. Pass to George. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by the Spurs. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Pass to Markkanen. Jackson outside. Three-pointer, no good. And here are the Spurs now. They trail by 1. And Harper gets it to go.
Yeah, Harper really had to force his way through. No one gives rookies an easy time out there.
Here's Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. Markkanen from long range. Fires in the triple. Markkanen's got 6.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, BA, is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lowry has are an invaluable tool in the modern game. Lowry can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
And that one's good. Markkanen. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 4 from the... floor. Perfect start. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Love the control there from Thompson. I mean, showing poise on the pick and roll.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they faced the Spurs.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Here's Vassell, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, going up there. Vassell showing off his hops.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Kessler, and here's George. Kessler a screen. Clock at 6. Puts it up. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
Pass to Vassell, launches a 3, knocks down the triple. Vassell's got his second basket on the night.
They've come out hot. I mean, really hot. Perfect from the field thus far.
Back to George. Now here's Markkanen, covered by Wembanyama. No good. Unable to win this run.
KYP. Know your personnel. Challenge the great shooter. Excellent job.
Thompson passes to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And that one's good. Thompson's got 6 points.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Some rookies here that have wasted no time making their defense stand out. Fifth is Ace Bailey.
Blocking ability like his is very coveted in the league, and he shows no fear clashing at the rim against experienced finishers.
Pass to Kessler. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there.
Here's Harper. 8 points in his last time out. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Jazz trail by 9. Pass to Kessler. Jackson for 3. Vassell with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Harper. Five to shoot, inside, from 10 feet away. The rebound by Markkanen. Utah has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Puts up a 3. He buries it from 3. Markkanen's got 11 points.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
Spurs lead by 6. Thompson outside. Right wing. Thompson with a screen. Tries a 10-footer. Utah grabs the miss. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Pass to George. Let's go with a 3. Now here's Jackson. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Yeah, good touch from Jackson Jr. Ready to score inside when given these opportunities.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. And stolen by Markkanen. Here's the break. And he misses the go-ahead basket. San Antonio leading. And on lottery night, the Utah Jazz sliding back to the 5th pick, Doris.
B.A., I know for the fan base, obviously that's disappointing. Everybody wants the top pick, or they're hoping for at least a top 3 pick. But here's the key to the Utah Jazz. They have put in place an organization of leadership that will make good decisions over a span of time. This isn't a one-draft wonder. This is about building out over time and getting a sustainable roster.
A line change here for San Antonio. Then for Utah, Nurkic is checked in for Kessler. Sensabaugh comes in for Bailey. And it's Collier in for George. Here's Collier. 11 points for him last game against Dallas.
And the way he passed the basketball was also a major factor. He created a ton of opportunities for his teammates, guys.
Here's Riley. 3-point lead. Pass to Williams. Up top, Thompson. It's stolen by Nurkic. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Shot clock at 6. Markkanen from long range. Williams grabs the board. San Antonio leading by 3. Now here's Carrington. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Thompson. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
Markkanen outside. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Outside Carrington to the paint. Stolen by Jackson. It's Markkanen with the drive. And that one good. And now just a 1-point San Antonio lead.
Boy, Markkanen puts it on the deck, gets to the cup in a hurry. That is really tough to stop.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back over to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Nurkic's shot is good.
They're really working the paint now.
58 seconds left in the first. And here's Carrington. No made baskets yet. The three from Thompson. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Jackson, the screen. Uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 3-point Utah lead.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Pass to Thompson. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Jazz.
Utah ball. Now substitution. Bilpaski, George.
16 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Sensabaugh. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Jacks up a 3 with 1 on the clock. And so it's Lauri Markkanen making things happen for the Utah. Jazz. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And welcome back to our NBA coverage on this very special MLK Day. And what stands out to you from Utah in this one?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Spurs trail by 3. They've got Thompson, and it's the Beast in at the 1. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
Here's Collier. He's scoreless. George outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. To the inside. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Ball violation. That's a jump ball.
4 on the clock. From deep 3-point range. Collier, no good.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
As his career has developed, Klay has added this to his arsenal, becoming more than just a shooter.
The gravity that Thompson draws from opposing defenses really opens things up doors.
Yeah, Klay Thompson's range shooting has always been a monumental part of his success, and right now in his career, it is the driving force. Teams' defenders are still hyper-aware of where Klay Thompson is, no matter where the shot clock is.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Three-pointer. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Klay Thompson, you can't let him get cooking from three. Boy, this guy's too accurate as a shooter.
Pass to George. And here's Nurkic. Pulls it from 20. Williams grabs the board.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
The Beast passes to Thompson. Down low. Here's the Beast. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
And the jam by George.
The way George handles the ball and finds ways to finish inside make him very dangerous.
Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little three happy, though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it. Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Nurkic. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, everyone knows foul line and down is where Yusuf Nurkic does his best work.
Thompson with it. He has 7 to the middle. And it's Adams missing. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. He's guarded by Vassell. Pass to George. Now here's Nurkic. And he drives in. And Nurkic throws it down.
Boy, how about the drive by the big Yusuf Nurkic? He looked awfully nimble on that attack.
Inside. Minot. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. He's checked in for San Antonio. And a switch here also for Utah. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Filipowski. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Collier. Pass to George. Markkanen from long range. Utah with another miss. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Here's Vassell. Here's the Beast. He had a 36-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
Relentless on the glass. Boards are largely about how much you want it.
Here's Collier. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. San Antonio trailing here. Here's the Beast. An important scorer for this team, averaging around 25 and a half a game. That one goes in. The Beast has gotten his second bucket of the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. And here's Nurkic. Nurkic, a screen on Vassell. Back to Nurkic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Nurkic throws it down.
Boy, that's textbook screen and roll action. You can see why they involve Nurkic in these sets. So savvy.
Pulls up. The jumper from the wing off target. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And Nurkic throws it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
You must select your dance.
Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Thompson comes in for Minot, then for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Jackson comes in for Sensabaugh, and Bailey subbed in for Collier. Here's the Beast, and they call an illegal screen here. And now a glimpse of who's out ahead in the All-Star voting.
I'm sure the fans and the players are eager for an update.
Well, you look at George. He's collecting plenty of votes and could break into the Western Conference's top 10.
Yeah, I know he wants to climb the list a little bit, but no denying that those are all very talented guys up above him.
And what a night it'll be. We'll keep you updated on the latest results during voting. Here's the Beast. The three from Wembanyama. Ooh, Wembanyama, just too good.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
George outside. Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Thompson. And there's Jackson on the assist by George. Jackson's got 8.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution. And getting where he wants to go. Harper's drive can be so sudden.
Now George. He has 6. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. George with a steal. Markkanen for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He started the game scorching minutes from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Here's Bailey. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance. He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Here's Markkanen. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Harper's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
And finished off by Kessler.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
Here's the Beast. Pass to Vassell. Here's the Beast. Shoots from the elbow. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. He's checked in for George. Here are the top passing teams in the league so far this year. Number 1, San Antonio.
The beauty of this offense is that the ball never stops moving. If the shot isn't there, the next pass is made.
Pass to Collier. Markkanen from long range. Gets the 3 ball to go. Markkanen's got 18 points in the game.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Clay fires back with a 3 to answer.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his 2nd make this quarter.
Pass to Jackson. Again, Utah.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now here's Thompson. 10 points for him. Riley, good.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
Pass to Markkanen. Now Jackson. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Bailey, defended by Thompson. Bailey's shot is off.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Here's Bailey. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Pass to Collier. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Jazz trail by 3. Here's Collier. 1:41 left in the first half. Now here's Markkanen. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. The Jazz again can't hit. Spurs lead by 3. Here's the Beast. Wembanyama, screen on Markkanen. The Beast. Oh, Kessler with the block.
Boy, strong denial by Kessler at the rim the 7-footer having none of it.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Here's the Beast. He's got 6. From downtown.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And here's Bailey for 3. The rebound by Riley.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Here's Thompson. That shot missing. Good D by Kessler. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Over to the wing. Markkanen from long range. Drops in the 3. Markkanen's got 21 points in the game.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Thompson right side. Here's the 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Klay Thompson is not about to let a 3 go unanswered. Big-time shot.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Collier. Lets it go from deep. He can't get that one to fall. Here's the Beast. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. And hold up. We're not going.
The previous play is under review.
We're going to take a look at this replay.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we... in the quarter.
Good move to review that shot. That was really close to counting.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. San Antonio on top, up by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. All right, now let's talk about our game, San Antonio in a competitive contest.
The effort from them in terms of rebounding has been terrific. That really helps in a tight game.
When you clean the glass, you can see through the finish line.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And thanks for staying with us, folks, for our MLK Day broadcast of NBA action. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So the Jazz 5 right now. Jackson out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Bailey. Then there's Keontae George. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. BA, back to you.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Graham.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family. And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Here's George. Jackson outside. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Markkanen from deep. Again, Markkanen missing.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
Thompson outside. Now here's Vassell. Here's Harper. Give him 8. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Markkanen. Pass to Jackson. And here's George. He's got 6. 6 on the shot clock. Markkanen for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 5 assists tonight.
The shooting skill of Lauri Markkanen is undeniable. He is locked in on the catch.
Now here's Wembanyama. He has 7. Wembanyama screen to the paint. Stolen by Kessler. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Thompson. And he misses the fast break layup. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Utah shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Pass to Kessler. Markkanen for 3. Oh, Markkanen drills the 3.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Here's Harper. No good again that time. And here's Markkanen. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. So they take the lead.
What a play from Lauri Markkanen. It doesn't let the foul affect them at all.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Jazz, Lauri Markkanen. At the line for 1.
Guys, to me here we have a great example of what hard work can accomplish. Lauri Markkanen has made himself into one of the best offensive forces in the game.
Here's the beast. Give him 8. Ooh, a two-handed power slam. That gives him a double-double.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the ring, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Now here's Markkanen. Give him 30. Over Wembanyama. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Jazz lead by 3.
Exactly what Kessler does off every miss. Go pursue the basketball and get the opportunity for a second chance.
Here's the beast. 10 points for him. An easy 2 on the layup. The beast has got 12.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
George passes to Jackson. Here's Bailey.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Number 8, second personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
George with it. 7 points in the game. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Jackson right side. Fires the 3. Kicks it out to Markkanen. From behind the arc. Jackson can't get it to go. San Antonio has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Williams a screen on Markkanen to the inside. And Williams punches it home. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Utah trailing here. George outside. Pass to Markkanen. And here's Kessler. Now here's George. Here's Bailey. Utah with another miss.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync. Well, he's fearless. Harper's got a knack for getting into the teeth of the defense.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. Taking a look at San Antonio, they've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference. And of course the Jazz just need to keep fighting.
Right now for the Spurs, there is a lot of talent on this team, and they've delivered. They're having a great season, and it's only left their fans wanting more.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
San Antonio with the ball. After the basket by Utah. Pass to Thompson. To the left wing. Here's Harper. George defending. From 8 feet away, Utah grabs the miss. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Markkanen, the pass to Jackson. Here's Bailey. Pass to George. Here's Kessler. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 7th assist here tonight. The Spurs have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Here's Harper. It's rebounded by George. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They lead by 1.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Antonio making a change here. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Lauri Markkanen.
Well, it's a downward trend, and that could be for many reasons. Maybe they're asking them to play different roles. Sometimes it's the guys around you. If you're playing alongside a great rebounder, there aren't as many boards to go around. So you really have to dig into the details to understand why this is happening. And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Here's Riley. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game.
Such a disruptive defender, Kessler, one of the best shot blockers this league has to offer.
And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Collier's checked in. Now off the inbound. Kessler, no good. The Spurs have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. To the paint. Oh, deflected. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Utah.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Utah. Sensabaugh comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. San Antonio trailing here. Here's the Beast. He's got 14. Pass to Wembanyama. Wemby, unstoppable and close.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Collier. George passes to Markkanen. The three is up. The rebound by Riley.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And he makes it. The Beast's got 10 points here in the second half.
Showing more patience this half. His shot selection has improved, and his field goal percentage is rising.
Pass to Markkanen. The three ball. Rebounded by the Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. For the lead. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Inside. Picked it out of midair. Here's Wembanyama. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for San Antonio?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Utah trailing here.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the third. For 3, Collier. The rebound by the Spurs. The Beast has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the right side. Pass to Wembanyama. San Antonio moving the ball around. 4-3. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
George against Thompson. Here's Collier. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter.
You know, I don't care how close you are to the cup. If Wemby is lurking, you got to do something else.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Filipowski, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And Mikhailuk subbed in for George. Here's Mikhailuk. The three. Rebound by the Beast. The Beast has got 6 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Thompson, and San Antonio hits again from deep.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
A line change here for San Antonio. And a switch here also for Utah. Conchar, he's checked in for Mikhailu. Now here's Thompson. He's got 10.
Oh, wow. That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Here's Collier. 8-point game.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
27 seconds left in the third quarter. Vassell outside from the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, the three-point shot is an important part of Vassell's game and an important part of this offense.
Here's Sensabaugh. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. And so the San Antonio Spurs with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfish. Finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And proud to have you with us on Martin Luther King Day for a special presentation of the NBA. We've got Robert Williams, Carlton Carrington out there with Amen Thompson. Then there's Devin Vassell, and it's Hendricks in at power forward. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. And here's Vassell from the arc. Knocks down the long J. And the Spurs lead by 9.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
To the middle. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Yeah, you can see the power game that Yusuf Nurkic has in his tool bag. That's a strong finish.
Williams with the screen. Pass to Thompson. Here's Hendricks, covered by Filipowski. Now Carrington. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep. Carrington's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, Bub Carrington showing off his skills from distance. That's a nice bucket.
Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Filipowski. Now George, defended by Thompson. From about 19, George's shot is off.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Carrington, no good. Jazz trail by 10. George, left side. Fires from the wing. San Antonio with a rebound. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Hendricks. For 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Collier. And here's George, defended by Thompson. Takes it inside. Shot's good by Collier.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
San Antonio leading by 11. And there's the screen. Down low. The putback. Vassell outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul of the game.
They've gotten pretty sloppy with the ball here in the second half.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. teams changing it up here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. It's Markkanen on the wing. It's Markkanen scoring inside.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. San Antonio moving the ball around. Pass to the Beast. Wembanyama, screen on George. Here's the Beast. Offline with a 3. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Sensabaugh. Misses the 3.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open, and yet somehow comes away empty.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe 1 for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
Now here's Nurkic. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
And it's Utah with the ball. They trail by 11. Stolen by Vassell.
They're starting a new trend with regard to turnovers. It's becoming problematic. And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Oh, great slam by Markkanen.
You can see how impactful Lauri Markkanen can be with that size and skill offensively. He is too good.
Here's Harper. Knocks it down from distance.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Come on, man. I mean, there was no chance Wemby was going to ever let that reach the rim. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
From deep, Harper. Rebounded by Nurkic. Jazz trail by 14. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist from Collier. Collier's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Vassell outside. There's the 3. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last for the Jazz. Kessler, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Jaren Jackson comes in for Sensabaugh. And Bailey subbed in for Collier. George passes to Markkanen. To the inside. Kessler with a bucket. And he's now got the double-double.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. Thompson for 3. No fear for Clay.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
George feels it out a bit. Adams against Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by San Antonio.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
To the middle. Here's Riley. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Yeah, great pass by Harper. Already the rookie showing some feel.
Markkanen right side. Jackson outside. Back to Markkanen. The 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Riley's got his 4th rebound in this one. the wing, Vassell. Inside. Pass to Riley. Fires for three. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
San Antonio leading by 15. Adams with a screen on George. Harper passes to Adams. Vassell outside. Adams with a screen on Markkanen. Here's Harper. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Pass to George. Markkanen with it. He's picked up by Adams. Back to Markkanen. Here's Bailey. George for three. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Beyond the arc. Tips it up. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Kessler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Now here's Adams. The three from Thompson. Adams, second shot opportunity, and it's in, off the glass. Adams has gotten his first bucket of the night.
So many NBA players would tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
Kessler against Vassell. Back to George. Takes a three. Adams pulls it down.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Riley. He's covered by Kessler. Up again. Adams. Kessler with a rebound. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. 15-point game. Now Kessler. George, right side. Now Kessler.
Oh, Kessler off his feet in a hurry. The timing of the lob was perfect.
The Spurs shooting 47% since the fourth quarter started. Yes, sir! Make it in the layup!
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Harper. George defending. Outside Vassell. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the trifecta.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Now here's Markkanen. And with the introduction of the NBA, well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's give you a look now at our player of the game.
And it's been a performance that every point guard strives for. Orchestrating, facilitating, keeping everyone involved, creating easy buckets. As a teammate, you love playing with a leader like this.
You know, I got to applaud his incredible energy out there tonight. Losing again was not an option for him. He wouldn't settle for anything other than a win.
What I'm always impressed by, guys, is Markkanen's versatility. The guy can face up and make jump shots. He can be enough of a presence on the interior that you're very comfortable with him in this modern NBA game.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Spurs.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for the Beast.
This guy's vision was on point all night. He kept everyone involved.
Here's the Beast. Now Thompson from deep. Can't get it. Here's Collier, defended by Thompson.
Assisted by Collier.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Takes a three. It's good from beyond the arc.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
So it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here now with Klay Thompson. And Klay, congratulations on the win. How satisfying is it winning games in front of this devoted crowd?
Well, we always want to put on a show for our fans. They deserve it. They show up every single night. And it's just fun to protect home court.
It's one of the best places to play in the league, no doubt. Thanks, Klay.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
Jazz.